यस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयः अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयः नैनद्देवा आप्नुवन् पूर्वमर्षत् नैनद्देवा आप्नुवन् पूर्वमर्षत् तद्धावतोऽन्यान् अत्येति तिष्ठत् तद्धावतोऽन्यान् अत्येति तिष्ठत् तस्मिन्नपो मातरिश्वा दधाति तस्मिन्नपो मातरिश्वा दधाति। अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयो नैनद्देवा आप्नुवन् पूर्वमर्षत् अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयो नैनद्देवा पूर्वमाप्नुवन्नर्षत् तद्धावतोऽन्यान् अत्येति तिष्ठत् तस्मिन्नपो मातरिश्वा दधाति तद्धावतोऽन्यान् अत्येति तिष्ठत् तस्मिन्नपो मातरिश्वा दधाति। The subject matter of teaching Vedanta is very peculiar. Two ways. What is to be revealed is you, available all the time. You cannot miss it. Self-revealing, self-existing consciousness. Since it is praptasya praptihi, since the whole process is of gaining something which is already gained, which is yourself. So you want to know something which you already know, but do not know as it is. In that case, when it is praptam, already obtained, already with you, and still you think you do not know, you don't have it, in that case, the means of knowledge are the words. Our Puja Swamiji's standard example, fellow putting his glasses like this, and asking, where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? It is nitya prapta, always there. Since it is already obtained, he has to obtain glasses which are already obtained. And in that case, the means of knowledge is words. So also Atma Satchidananda is Nitya Prapta. It is always you. But still it is like, where are my glasses? So means are the words. What words can communicate? Four things. Jati, Guna, Kriya and Sambandha. Whenever a word is uttered, you always connect to either one amongst those four or more than one among the four. Like, look at this word, rose. Then you know it is flower. You know. Then guna also, you know, the fragrance. Two things. You connect. Similarly, anything you say, mobile, then you know it is an instrument to do certain kriya. Kriya of talking, kriya of listening, communicating. When you say uncle, father, mother, you know the relationship. Friend is a relationship. So this is how you know the object, provided it has some particular species, it has some quality, thin or fat or short or tall or you can say long, whatever. Some quality, red or yellow or brink or something. Kriya must be doing something. When you say driver, there is a Kriya. When you say project in charge, you know, one fellow got promotion in Illinois consultancy, be like Boston consultancy, like Illinois is there. He got and sent me his letter and then his CV is what he achieved right from 12th grade, what is there on LinkedIn. So I am now this managing director, project manager, team leader, now new designation. Something, some kriya, all this is kriya. Prime Minister is a kriya. Minister is a kriya. MLA is a kriya. Something, you know. So words communicate either of these. Either they communicate a jati, species, or they communicate some guna, some qualities, jati, guna, kriya, some activity, and sambandha, some connection. Now, what is to be revealed by word, or what is revealed by word, by Upanishad, etc., has none of these four. It has no jati because it is non-dual. Jati class comes when there is more than one. It is non-dual. It has no quality. It is formless. Like the space has no quality. It has no activity because it is purna. Everywhere. To do activity, you need some object and some space to do. It is pervade the very space also. So there is jati, guna, kriya, and much less sambandha because there is no other thing, advaya. Since it is non-dual, it is neither of this jati, guna, kriya, sambandha, and therefore it cannot be communicated by words. And that is where and still it is communicated by words. Please understand. The Vastu is revealed by the words, and at the same time it cannot be. And that is why they use this word beyond the words. Please understand, beyond the words. This is the snack comes. When I say right thing, they should say not communicable by words. But then when there's a beyond word, and therefore meditate, and in deep meditation experience the bliss of the self. They make it mystical. They make it mystical. In a deep meditation, you realize the self, they say. I don't know, this adjective deep meditation, is there a shallow meditation? There is a shallow waters, all right. Or you can say such and such a person is shallow in terms of his or her values. But I have never seen a shallow meditation. These are all, see, one thing you should know in life also, especially to be a teacher, you should never use a word without defining it. The word should be used such a way that it doesn't create or doesn't have an elbow room for a student to create a subjective interpretation. You have to create a context and use a specific word so that the student cannot but understand what you are saying. Of course, there are some Mahapurushas. They are Swayam confused and Paran confused. They are great in confusing others like Virochana, etc. The Dillard's fellows who doesn't have a subtle intellect. But that's okay, there's an exception. You don't use, that's what we have to see and discover in your teacher and Swami Dayanand. You have seen that. Never use. And I see number of Swamis using certain words which float in the mind of the student like gems and sausage. Floating. That's not right way to do. Anyway, beyond word doesn't mean through meditation. It is required, Nididhyasanam, but it has to be communicated through words only. This is where, when it is said beyond word, please understand, it means it is not the direct meaning of any given word. That is where you need a teacher. Since it is not direct meaning, teacher needs to build a context, create a context, and then give the implied meaning, lakshyartha. And that is why it is communicated. This is how it is communicated. So, beyond words, na tatra vag gacchati na chakshuvar gacchati yato vacho nivartante apraapya manasasah. They say that. There is Vakya in Upanishad, they quote and they say, since mind cannot reach and speech cannot reach and eyes cannot reach, it is beyond everything, it is beyond mind. What is beyond mind? Beyond mind is only corona, okay? Nothing is beyond mind. You have a corona, you become mindless. You have only one mind, that is survival instinct comes out. What is beyond mind? These are all floating words. When it is said, you need a teacher. That's why Shrotriya teacher, one who knows the tradition. The tradition means a methodology of communicating. Though it is not the direct meaning of the words, but it is not something which you just do not know at all. It is known to you. I know I am. Problem is Svarupa Gnanam Nasti. Samanya Gnanam Asti. I know I am. There is a knowledge. But what is my nature? There is a confusion. And the confusion is confounded confusion in a sense. I am Ananda, I take myself to be Dukhi. I am limitless, I take myself to be limited. I am not conditioned by time and space, I take myself to be within the time, subject to birth and death and all kinds of modifications, etc. Therefore, teacher has to communicate properly. And that is why this methodology is used. Couple of methodologies are there. And if you don't understand, if there is no proper teacher to unfold the Upanishadic mantras, there is a possibility that people think, like our Britishers, British scholars, it is prattling of the rishis, contradictory prattling of the rishis, which is not the case. But still, we have to see the context. And as I said, a person who has studied from his or her teacher and he or she unfolds it in the words properly. Now, the trick or the problem is created by Maya here. Why? It is a creative power. And when you try to explain it through creation, there is a possibility of imputing some attribute, some quality, some action, some connection on the Vastu, Atma or Brahman. So teacher tells this that it is like this, at the same time not like this. Because it is not like this. So two standpoints. When talked from the standpoint of the perceptible world, it is the very substance. Satta Spurti Pradata, it gives the existence and sentiency to everything. That means it is acting? He says, no, by nature it doesn't do anything. Like even sun in the sky. Whole animal kingdom in the forest is as though awakened by the sun. And they all become active. All the noise, chirping of the birds and the animals, all noises start. And then there is a dawn on the east when the sun starts rising. And but by the time it rises, the animal kingdom is all there. And when it is dawn in the western side, they all become quiet. And they all be still, no movement, they remain, especially birds, etc. Certain animals, they remain where they were. You can say, sun wakes up the animal kingdom, birds kingdom. And sun puts them to sleep, puts them to bed. It is because of sun they are chirping. It is because of the sun they are moving around. And it is again because of the sun they stop moving and they stop chirping. True. When this is said, see, this is adhyaropa apavada. Means you superimpose something and then you negate. The adhyaropa is done for what? If it is to be negated later, when you say first you superimpose and then negate. Like we have seen in Tattva Bodha, Atma is a Sakshi. But then Sakshitvam is also negated. It is not witness. It is that beyond that. If it is to be negated, why did you first superimpose, imputed upon it? There is a reason. To negate the existing superimposition, you give a new superimposition. The reality given to existent superimposition is negated. When it is said the self is Sakshi, that is you. That means the I, the self, which is body, which is mind, which is senses, which is prana, is negated. Deha, prana, mana, buddhi, indriyani, aham, iti negated. All that is negated. I am none of this. And then when you say sakshi, it creates a duality. Witnessing what? To be witness, you should have something to be witnessed. That means there is a dvaitam and there is a kriya of witnessing. There is a vikara. Then it is not even sakshi. Then the Shastra says, what is sakshyam? What is witnessed is non-separate from the witness. That means the whole process of witnessing is mithya. That is the reason. To negate the existing superimposition, temporary is we are to withdraw our attention, to withdraw our identification. From this, a new one, something more is given, and then ultimately that is also negated. That is the real nature of the self. So, like typical Taittiriya Upanishad, it is called Shakha Chandra Nyaya also, methodology. Arundhati Nyaya also. Like they want to show the star Arundhati. It seems there is a custom in the marriage, especially in the south. When the couple is married, then they have to see Arundhati star. Arundhati is near Vasishtha because she is married to Vasishtha. So there is a Saptarshi, constellation of 7 stars. I don't know the English word about it, but we call it Saptarshi. Among them, and besides it, very less shining is Arundhati. So it is called Arundhati Darshanam. You have to do Arundhati Darshanam. And they say who sees first will dominate the other. The lady says, whether you see or not, I am going to dominate, forget it. You have no choice. You just listen that. Anyway, coming back to this. So they don't know and they don't see. How to show them? See, the process is started to show Vasishtha. This they are standing and looking like this. He says, no. Turn to right. And can you see that mango tree? He says, yes. Please remember, mango is not Vasishtha. Mango is not Arundhati. But the attention is taken to mango, at least in the direction of Vasishtha. The star is on this side and this fellow is looking this side. He doesn't know where to look and what to look. Both of them don't know, therefore they got stuck with each other. Don't know what to look for and where to look for. They got into it. And so he is told, this side. Oh, this is, where is it? Hold on. Can you see next to this big tree, a small tree? Yeah, that is also not Vasishtha. Then taken to the top branch, the third branch on the left. Yeah. Then see the fourth one. Yeah. See the tip of the both branches. Yeah. See the end. Yeah. And then there is Vasishtha. When step by step, from grosser to subtle, subtle to subtler is taken. That is the Panchakosha. Anyantaratma Annamaya. Then they say, no, Annamaya is not there. Anyantaratma Pranamaya. Then it is Anyantaratma Manomaya. And ultimately, Anando Brahmeti Bhajanat. Anandat Deva Khal Vimani Bhutani Jayante, etc. So here, to negate the reality of the creation, even to the creation, it is said that this creation is because of that Brahman. Like the sun, to negate the reality that the birds start chirping on their own, start moving on their own. No, it is because of sun. To negate the reality given to them, we say it is sun. That then again raises the question. This is not direct meaning. It is not direct. You have to see the implied meaning. That's where negation comes. Then one may think, oh, sun is doing kriya, action of what? Waking up and putting it to bed. No, no, no. Then it is said, sun doesn't wake them up, nor sun puts them to bed. Or still better example is all solar gadgets. Solar geyser, solar electricity, solar, let us say, refrigerator. Now this fellow thinks that this white cupboard only makes the things cooler. Other fellow thinks this drum, the drum on the top makes the water hot. No, it is because of panel. No, panel, it is only because of sun rays. But then sun is hot? No. If it is solar refrigerator, sun is cold? No, it is neither hot nor cold. So both are there. First, it is said that it heats the water, and at the same time it doesn't heat also. It cools the thing, at the same time it doesn't cool also. If it is solar wristwatch, it moves the watch, yes, and at the same time it doesn't move at all. Please understand, when the first sentence, it heats the water, sun heats the water, it is with reference to the water that you are seeing and solar panel, etc. you are seeing, and this fellow thinks it is because of the drum and the panel water is hot. To remove that confusion, it is said it is because of sun. Sun is heating. Oh, sun is a heater. Then says, no, it is not heater. Understand? Similarly, here Shruti uses the word Anejadekam manaso javiyah nainad deva prapnuvan purvamarshат. Anejadekam. Eja. Eja means company, vikare. To move, to shake, to tremble. That is ejanam. Is a ejat means one it moves, one is trembles, one it shakes, one that is modifying. Anejad. It doesn't move at all. It is non-moving. Oh, that means it is stationary. Is it like mountain? Non-moving. Therefore, there in this Sanskrit word are really beautiful. There is a one word for birds. They all are called khagaha. Khagaha. Khe akashe gacchati iti khagaha. That they move in the space, they are khagaha. And the mountain is nagaha. Na gacchati iti nagaha. And it doesn't move at all. It means mountains. Therefore, nagaha. Anyway, so if the self is not moving, anejadek, if it is not moving, is it like mountains? Stationary? Lazy bum? Like American lazy sofa. The lazy boy or something they call it. That sofa is called lazy boy, something. Fellow is sitting, just increasing the size of Madhya Pradesh. Middle, there is a state in India called Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. His Madhya Pradesh keeps growing because that is sitting. No. Anejat, at the same time, manaso javiyah. Okay? It is faster than the mind. The fastest moving thing is your mind. Within a fraction of a second, it may be, the fellow may be physically here, suddenly remembers his son or a brother or a friend in New York, mind is in New York. And suddenly comes, remembers his client in South Africa. From New York to straight South Africa, non-stop flight. And that too in a kept town, particular apart street in this particular apartment. He goes there. Fastest moving thing is mana. Now this Shastra says, Anejat, but manasaha javiyah. It is faster than mind. What does it mean by faster than mind? It is like saying, sun is colder than the refrigerator. Why? Because the refrigeration capacity, cooling capacity of the refrigerator is as though enlivened, is as though activated by mere presence of sun. Or you can say electricity. At the same time, electricity is neither cold nor hot. Electricity, we have electric cooker, it cooks. No, electricity doesn't cook also. So from the world standpoint of view, from the Vyavhara, from the Jagat point of view, it is the cause for everything. But from its own standpoint of view, it doesn't do anything. It has no quality. It has no species, no kriya, no sambandha. It may appear contradictory. If it is non-moving, how can it move faster than mind? And if it is moving faster than mind, how can it be non-moving? Anejat api manaso javiyahas. If not born, not moving, still it is faster than mind. And being, even though it is faster than the mind, it doesn't move at all. See, electricity doesn't cool at all. Even though it can cool much better than or more cooler than the refrigerator. The cooling capacity of the refrigerator depends on its machine. If you have a cold storage machine, electricity can provide you 0 degree or sub-0 degree temperature. Can help you to gain all cold storage where vegetables are saved. So electricity is colder than the cooling of the fridge, and at the same time it doesn't cool at all. Sun is hotter than the water of the solar heater, but at the same time sun doesn't heat up anything. Sve mahimni tishtati. It abides in its own glory on the horizon. Satta matrena. By mere presence, things get activated. Sun doesn't do anything. Solar geyser, solar heater, solar cooker, everything gets activated by mere presence of the sun. It doesn't do. Listen this, to convey this point, that Brahman or Ishvara doesn't do anything. By its mere presence, Prakriti, Maya keeps doing. Like solar example is better. By mere presence of the sun, the solar panel is activated. It doesn't do anything. And depending upon the panel, if it's a panel to produce electricity, it produces electricity. If it's a panel to produce heat and heat up the water, it heats up. If it produces something else, or it produces wristwatch to move, it produces movement, it produces movement. Sun doesn't do. It depends. The movement is caused by that particular solar panel, the heating is caused by that particular solar panel, and cooling is also caused by electricity is caused by that particular solar panel. Sun just shines. It is panel who starts working. This is the point that is conveyed through pictures. Pictorially, we have all our Bhagavan not doing anything. Look at Vishnuji just lying on Sheshasai. He's just lying on a Sheshasai, that serpent. Swamiji would say, the first coir mattress was discovered in India. Bhagavan had a mattress also. And he slept on that. But you see, he is sitting, sleeping. Lakshmi ji is massaging. The wife of the Bhagavan is not really wife, like local husband and wife. And the husbands give this example. Look, how Parvati is doing seva of Shiva, you should do my seva. But then I will, if you are Parvati, she will do seva, but you become Shiva first. You are like that Bhutna, Bhuta, Pishacha, Pretas, like that Shiva Ganas. So better become little Shiva, then I will become Parvati. This is Swamiji's, okay, not mine. Anyway, so coming back to this, Prakriti. Mere presence, solar panel starts activity. Look at Lord Shiva is sitting, Devi is serving, Brahmaji is sitting, Saraswati is singing Veena and playing for him. It's symbolic. It is not really their wife. And it is not that he is like a husband, man chauvinism. I don't do anything, you do everything. Let Brahmaji go to United States and have a working spouse. He will understand. Dishwashing also Brahmaji will do. Babysitting also they will do. You have to do that. The point is, that's not a point. The symbolic. That Ishvara is a symbol of Brahman or the self which doesn't do anything. And the Devi is a symbol of what? Maya Shakti, creative power, like solar panel, which just gets activated by mere presence. Aneja dekam manaso javiyaha. It doesn't move at all in its own glory, like sun doesn't do anything. It is there, we say sun rises and sun sets, but doesn't rise and doesn't set at all. It is a movement of the earth that causes this illusion, you can say. It has nothing to do, sun has nothing to do. It is there where it is. It is the earth that is moving. And therefore there is a Bhranti. There is illusion. Everyone thinks it rise, and we say also sunrise and sunset. Especially these English medium schools here teach total asatya. They teach untruth only. From childhood, that conditioning is towards the false. Look at the poems they learn. Look at the Gujarati poems we had in schools, What a beautiful poems. Anyway, I don't want to get into the explaining Gujarati to non-Gujaratis. But then there's a twing, and then when they teach poems, they have to do action also. And on the stage, sometimes there's a twinkle, a little star. How I wonder, etc. Star is neither little nor twinkling. It's optical illusion. But that is asatya. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now when you say star, and then how can you say, I wonder what you are? He is a star, that's it. It is like that Gujarati song, very popular song. When I heard a couple of times in the beginning, I had this question. And sometimes my mind works differently. Then I couldn't enjoy the song. It's very lyrics are good. But the song is Mare todle betho more kya bole. But todle betho se to પછી kya bole kya prashna. The Mora means peacock is sitting on the gate near the pillar of my gate and is making noise. And the very second line is, where is the peacock singing? You just now said it is sitting there. Todle betho. Pachi more kya bole kya prashna. All self-contradictory songs. And the lyric. It's really very popular thing in Gujarat. But I couldn't enjoy because whenever this fellow sing, Mare todle betho bore kya, well, todle betho champa chupan. क्या बोले वो દેખાય છે તો પછી તો કહું છું ટોડલે બેઠો છું નહીં તો સાંભળાય છે તને જોઈ લે ભાઈ. I couldn't enjoy. Anyway, coming back to this sun rising is just illusion. We say it just remains in its own glory. Self is in its own glory. The trick is Maya. Maya created various upadhis, bodies, and they function, and therefore it looks like that it functions. Manejadekam, it doesn't move at all. But then manaso javiyaha, it is faster than mind. Why? It is like saying the sunlight is faster than mind daytime. Because wherever mind goes, sunlight is already there. When you say faster, that means it reaches before. Suppose you are talking of two trains, train A and train B. You say A is faster train. That means the train, both of them, even though going to same destination, train A reaches earlier than the B because it is faster. Similarly, here, Atma is faster than the mind. That means it reaches there before mind? No. Since it is already there, it is said that it moves faster than the mind. And the very capacity to move that the mind has is borrowed from the self. Self by its mere presence enlivens the mind to move around, whereas it doesn't move at all. But fact that the mind is able to move, you can say it reaches faster than the mind. It's a figurative usage. Now, manasaha javiyaha. Eja means moving, modification. Anejat, it is free from all modification. Who? The self. Please remember this. Self means I. Okay, whom we call I. गुजराती में पहला जमाना में लगता था ना, कांतिलाल हीरालाल स द पोते, सादर दस्तक पोते. They write when the sign, they write સ દ પોતે. મને નાનપણમાં સમજણ જ નતું પડતું. સ દ પોતે એટલે હું બધાની અટક હશે, સ દ પોતે કાંતિલાલ હીરાલાલ. But then I realized સાદર દસ્તક પોતે. That I, that signature, that is I. What is my self-estimation? What is my self-awareness, self-knowledge? I am always changing. That is I. I am always modifying. That is I. Body changes. Emotions changes. Mind changes. Knowledge changes. Values, attitude. Everything changes. Therefore, I am changing. That the sense that I am changing is caused by imputing I on changing things. When I look upon myself from the standpoint of body, when I identify myself with the body, then I am changing. Because I am body. And actually, I am not the body. I know my body. Body is drishyam, body is known, it is an object of my knowledge. Anything that is object of my knowledge cannot be subject. My computer, my mobile, my car, my chair, my wherever I am in my house is an object of knowledge. I never take it as mine. This is Maya. Under anything, dermis, and under the dermis, skin becomes I. Even though no available for objectification, we say also, when we go to doctor, they say, nowadays I have a tremendous body pain. Who has a pain? Body has a pain. I say, I don't say I am pained, I am in tremendous pain, because body has a pain. Coming back to this, that self identity of changing is caused by self identifying itself with changing things. Anejat, I am not changing. Whatever changes takes place, it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to what is known. And that is why we have a memory. The memory can belong only to the knower. And we have memory of everything. Childhood memory, little toddler memory, some of them teenage memory, youth memory, middle age memory, old age memory. Old age memory is not there. Old age complaints are only there. As the person becomes old, they don't have memory. But they remember all complaints, all agonies and all pains. That's all they remember. That's a typical of old age. Anyway. Dehino smin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara yatha dehantara praptihi dhirastatra namuhyati. Second chapter. Just as the body has all avasthas, kaumaram yauvanam jara, youth, teenage, middle age, old. When there is a teenage, youth, middle age, old is missing. When youth is there, teenage, middle age and old age is missing. When there is a middle age, the teenage, youth and old is missing. And when it is old, all the three, teenage, youth and middle age is missing. I still remember everything. I am different. No modification. Modification means if it changes, that means birth and death. I am free from birth and death. The birth and the death belongs to this body. I don't have birth and death because I am witnessing the body. It is drishyam. Yatha kaumaram. I recognize that I was teenager. Now I have become youth. When the child grows, they tell, Mom. Yes, it's a typical American. There is a special way of telling, Mom. When they say, Mom, you should know that, Mom, don't get into my space. Mom, I am old enough to decide. Mom, don't advise me. All that goes. You know, that is fill in the blanks you have to understand. There are different types of mom. Mom, that is a different mom. Mom, different mom. I know, Anejat, no changes, no vikara belongs to the self. Even if you cannot own it, just accept that much. I am free from any modification. You know, you don't have to own them up. I am free from birth and death. There is no rebirth for me. And then there is no birth, there is no death for me. Anejat. And then Manasojaviyaha. It is faster than the mind, because it is like, I can give another example. Suppose you have a torchlight in your hand, flashlight, and the beam goes to 30, 40 meters. Then you switch on the light, and within a fraction of the second, the beam goes to 40 meters and it illumines everything. True, torch throws the light very fast, but the cell within, dry battery cell within, can be said to be faster than the torch. Why? Because the very capacity to throw a beam of light in the torch or the bulb is borrowed from the cells. Similarly, mind-body complex gains their sentiency, capacity to be moving, to do some kriya, is borrowed from the consciousness, and therefore it is said manaso javiyaha. It is faster than the mind. So please understand the contradiction. From Jagat point of view, it is said that it is faster than the mind, means the mind doesn't move by itself. From its own nature, it doesn't move at all. Doesn't have any modification. Doesn't have any movement, any motion. Anejat manaso javiyaha nainad deva apnuvat purvamarshatu. Devaha nainat na enat apnuvat. The prose order is Devaha enat na apnuvat. Okay? Here, Devaha, generally they translate as gods. The Devatas are Devata only, there is no God. But Devatas na apnuvat, cannot reach to it. The Deva word here etymologically is used in the sense of sense organs. Dyotanavan, dyotayati iti deva. That illumines, that shines. Sense organ illumine, shine the respective sense objects. Eyes reveal the forms and the color, eyes as though shines. Eyes illumine forms and color for you. Ears illumine the sound for you. Nose illumine the smell for you, provided not corona positive. That is one of the symptoms. If you are corona positive, don't take it. If you don't smell things, don't think that your nose is blocked. Okay? Your lungs are going to get blocked. Better go to doctor, next block. Simple as that. Nose is illumining the smell for you. Therefore, they are also called Deva. And these Devas could not reach, could not gain it. What does it mean? Devatas could not gain it means they cannot illuminate it. Consciousness cannot be illuminated by sense organs, cannot be revealed by sense organs. It means what? It is not the object of senses, it is the very subject of sense. Same good example, that torch can illumine the world in front of you. But torch can never ever illumine the cell that is behind it. Because the illumination capacity is borrowed from the cell. It is a subject, can never become the object of the torch. So also the sense organs are enlivened, they are made conscious. They gain capacity to illumine their respective sense objects. It's only because of the consciousness. And that being the case, They can never ever illumine the consciousness. Naina devaha apnuvat urvamarshati. It can never illumine the consciousness. That means you cannot see it, you cannot smell it, you cannot hear it, you cannot taste it, you cannot touch it. When I say sense organs, please remember, mind is also a sense organ. Antakaranam, Vahikaranani. We have seen this in Tattvabodha last year. Mind is also a sense organ. Eyes, ear, nose, etc. cannot objectify. Much less mind can objectify. That means what? Nobody can say, oh, I was sitting on a beach and suddenly I saw the consciousness. That is, you cannot, we have one Akram Vignan in Gujarat. It is Achayoho Abheda. In Sanskrit, there is a sutra, Ralayoho Abheda. In place of Ra, you can use La. In place of La, you can use Ra. It is called Akram Vignan. But in that Akram, Achayoho Abheda. That is called Chakram Vignan. Chakram means like this fellow. And that the founder of the Chakram Vignanam, Dada Bhagavan, was sitting on a railway platform in those days when you are allowed to sit, loiter around, that they had a lot of time. And on the station, when he saw goods train passing, passenger train passing, he suddenly realized that. He realized self, he saw the Atma when the train was passing. I don't know which Atma he saw, especially on Indian Railways platform you see different Atmas only, not any one Atma. But anyway, let it be there. It is said, Bahuratna Vasundhara. This Prithvi is full of varieties of Ratnas. This is one of the Ratnas, Chakram Vignana. Anyway, you cannot see the self. He says, I saw the self everywhere, consciousness. What nonsense consciousness? It's not something to be seen. In fact, what you see is one separate from consciousness. Consciousness is not something separate that you need to see and you can see through your eyes. And when I said it cannot be seen through the eyes, it cannot be objectified by any sense organs, it includes mind also. Again, this negates this deep meditation theory. In a deep meditation, you realize the self. In deep meditation, I had a smell of the self. Some divine fragrance came. In deep meditation, the jingling bell came. They said, jingling bell. It was only gastro bells, no jingling bell. The fellow says, it is jingling bell. Nothing. You cannot identify with the body. You cannot objectify with sense organs. Naina deva apnuvat. Because it is the illuminator. Which the illuminator of the illuminator. Eyes illumine the forms and the colors, but it illumines the eyes itself. Therefore, there is a mantra in Keno Upanishad. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyat vachoha vacham sau pranasya pranaha. It is a ear of the ear, eyes of the eyes, and mind of the mind. That doesn't mean there is two minds, That doesn't mean there is another ear inside. No, point is that it is an illuminator of the so-called illuminator. That means that what we call illuminator is only apparent. I seem to reveal the object. The revelation capacity is only apparent. It doesn't belong to itself. Apparent means it doesn't own it up. It is a borrowed capacity. Since it is a borrowed capacity, that means it is not really an illuminator. Exactly like moonlight. Moonlight reveals the things, but that the capacity of the moon to illumine is apparent. It is borrowed from the sun and it doesn't have its own light. So that so-called moonlight is only apparent light. There is no real moonlight. Similarly, so-called illumination by the eyes is apparent. Eyes on its own can never ever illumine when hypothetically it is bereft of consciousness. It can never be because it's all-pervasive. When it is devoid of consciousness, and that being the case, it is also called, it is eye of the eye and mind of the ear. Understand? You cannot look at this beyond words. This is what it is meant by beyond. You cannot take the literal meaning. You have to appreciate the point. The point is not that there is a ear behind ears. Point is that ear has capacity to illumine the sound. Doesn't belong to itself. It shines. It reveals in the borrowed light of consciousness. That's the point. Therefore, it is called ears, ear, and mind's mind, and etc. And at the same time told, Nainad Deva Apnuvat Urvamarshat. The sense organs can never ever reveal itself, can never ever reach to consciousness. We'll continue the discussion of this mantra next week, next Saturday. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.